Hi, this is Bob from the AMD. This morning we're privileged to have Scott with us from Eastside Harley-Davidson up in the state of Washington area, right, Scott?
Great Pacific Northwest.
All right, so Scott is a competitor in our modified Harley class. A lot of Harley dealers are involved in this class, as well as some are independent builders. Now, Scott has taken a 2013 Sportster, nice basic unit, very popular, the Sportsters these days. And he started off kind of a bob or digger competition type of styling. So let's start with the front of this bike. I know you got knobby tires, you got a real neat racy look. Why don't you tell us what's going on there, Scott?
Kind of front to back, the inspiration came from, we have a motor clothes gal. Her name is Darla Hale, and she was pulling up all these pictures on Twitter and Instagram. And so we saw these dirt bike tire bikes coming through California and Europe, a lot of them. And we said, you know what, let's take a brand new 2013 Sportster. And it started out actually as a 72 Sportster. So we threw DOT, we're big dirt bikers too up in the Northwest. So we took a KTM 21-inch front and threw that Dunlop on there. And then always wanted to put a Hella headlight, you know, off-road Hella headlight. Right. So we got rid of the stock headlight. That thing puts out a ton of light, but little rolling sands, gauge cluster, just some things to change it over. Super inexpensive build. We're seeing a lot of guys in California, the West Coast, building a lot of these Sportsters, and it's just something that we see a trend coming down the road. So we decided we'd build actually two of these. One, my son's riding in the parade this morning, so that didn't make it here. But anyways, that's we call it Darla's bike.
Excellent. Well, really, you know, we have on our freestyle class, and those are the ultimate bikes. You see these guys build the frames, they build everything, but we're really trying to encourage new builders and young guys to get in the sport, and you don't have to spend $60,000, and this is just a great example. Now, I know as we head off to the back, not only do you have this kind of dirt styling, but it's a little bit old school. I think those are wheel covers on the back, and you got kind of the old, like looks like almost maybe like a Firestone rear tire on that. Really, really nice touch. Tell us a little bit about that.
You know, that's the one thing we're trying to promote at our store and up in the Northwest is Coker tires. Those guys build some great repops. That one there just happens to be a trials tire. There's a local guy actually that built that hubcap, Bass. He's locally here. He's a school teacher. We bought those hubcaps off of him. Or the rear fender came off the front of a 48. So, you know, lowbrow customs, got a few parts on there. Just stuff that the normal guy can do.
What a great combination of ideas. So, you know, yeah, you can go out and spend all kinds of money on fenders and have them molded and welded up to your configuration, but, you know, with a little imagination, going through the old scrapyard or up in the barn or some of those takeoff parts, I bet, at the dealership, you can really come up with a nice combination if you just take your time and step back a little bit. So I'm sure there's people that are interested in, you know, just what you might, maybe a bike build or a couple parts, or maybe just some help on how they can modify their parts to fit. If somebody wants to get a hold of you, Scott, how would they do that?
You can give us a call at the shop in Seattle. That's 425, real easy, 425-702-2000. We have a great Facebook page where we post all the new builds and stuff. It's just Facebook's Eastside Harley. And then we're really big into Instagram lately, so we got an Eastside Harley, all one word. You can go there.
Well, Instagram is a great deal. I mean, I know a lot of the builders from Born Free and all around, everybody's following Instagram. Really, if you're thinking about building or your own project, check out Instagram, follow some of these builds. Scott, thanks for coming down. I mean, I know you brought a whole crew all the way from Seattle. You know, one of our farthest guys, we do have a builder from China, so you're not the farthest away, but we really appreciate you coming down with the whole crew, entering our show and your support. You've always been part of our Ultimate Builder program, so thanks for taking the time to be with us this morning.
Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.